Welcome to Abunditude's short series for lawyers and other legal professionals to find space throughout the day to take a moment and just come into your seat and do some poses that will open up the chest and open up the spine and other areas that might have gotten tense throughout the day and from sitting. So this series is designed by yin poses, which is a counterbalance to some of the traditional yang postures that are in most yoga classes. Yin is characterized by poses that last about 3 or 4 minutes, which allows the body to open up in some of the tissues and the web of fascia that surrounds our muscles and our bones. So I invite you to come to the edge of your chair if you can, or you can also do this practice on the floor if that's available to you. Please take your feet about hip distance apart in front of you, and you can take your shoes off too if you're allowed to do that. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, like you're sighing and trying to fog up a mirror in front of you. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth like a sigh, releasing any energy, things that you've been holding on to throughout the day, throughout the week. You can gently close your eyes if you want to. And maybe place a hand over the belly. Start to feel it expand like a balloon as you inhale. And as you exhale, start to blow out through the mouth like blowing out candles on a cake. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, blowing out candles on a cake. Coming into your personal party with balloons and candles. Start to lift up tall through the spine. Start to bend the chin towards the chest. Just opening up in the back of the neck. And slowly start to walk the hands forward. And if this is tough on the low back, or if you feel any pulling or tingling, you can back off just a little bit. Just come to where it's comfortable and you start to feel a little bit of a stretch. And if you have a pillow or a blanket or something in your office, you can just put underneath your chest. That might help for relaxation. In yin postures, the goal is not so much to force yourself into some stretchy position, but rather just to allow gravity to do the work. Start to feel into the sensations in the low back, in the back of the neck. Just allow the head to droop over the knees. Finding a spot where you can rest for 3 or 4 minutes and just hang out here. You might even put your head in your hands just to release any pressure. You can even take the palm of your hand and press it into the forehead, rubbing out that tension that likes to build between the eyes, also known as the third eye. Notice what the mind does here too, as you're deepening into your pose, and you notice any tissues or any muscles releasing. Notice if the mind is thinking about things, thinking about what you have to do, maybe planning the rest of the day. Bring your attention gently back to your breath. You can continue, if you like, with inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And as you notice anything releasing, you may be able to adjust and go a little bit deeper, moving in towards that sensation. This is a modified forward fold and designed to release tension in the low back and in the hamstrings. You can also do this standing. If you do it standing, just using extra pillows or cushions between the chest and the knees is good. Noticing again if there's any sounds around you, and if the thoughts are continuing to go, just allow them to be there, allow them to pass without judging. Coming back to the present moment. And then slowly place your hands on your lap to walk back up to neutral. Take a moment here to again breathe through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feeling anything releasing, anything changing in the body, coming into that feeling or sensation. And we'll move into our counter pose, which is opening up of the chest, moving our hands behind us. As you slowly start to walk the hands back, you can grasp the back of the chair, or maybe just reach your hands behind you, behind your back. Start to open the shoulders and roll them back behind. And you can lift the chin up towards the ceiling if it's not too much pressure on the back of the neck. Opening up the throat, opening up the esophagus, opening up our breath, breathing, feeling the lungs expand. And you can walk the hands back a little bit further, opening up in the shoulders, maybe pressing the elbows into the chair to press the chest up a little higher, opening in the chest, in the heart space, and finding a spot that you can hold for another 3 minutes or so. You might feel a little bit of arch in the low back. If that's uncomfortable, maybe pressing a little blanket or pillow in the back. Or if you don't have that, you can just take your hand and press it into the back to give it some space. Noticing the difference in this pose from the last pose. Noticing the counterbalance from the last, from stretching the spine to now stretching the front of the body. Feeling the sensations. If it's too much in the throat, you can bring your chin back down. Keeping the shoulders open to expand in the chest. And again, when the mind wanders, Just gently allowing your thoughts to be there, not trying to make them go away, not trying to change anything. Notice as you feel the sensations in your body, where the mind takes you. Is it thinking about what's next, or thinking about how to get out of this? Or is it thinking that this is really relaxing? Just notice where the mind takes you. Allow it to be. Allow your weight to drop in to your space. This is your space and this is your time. You can do this anywhere, anytime throughout the day. If things start to feel tight, if you're starting to feel tension in the body from sitting for long periods of time, or if things are just getting stressful with work that you're responding to, and the mind starts to lose clarity, going into these poses for long periods of time can just allow the mind to find that clarity again. Breathing, coming back to the breath if you've wandered, moving into the sensation, maybe feeling the expansion in the shoulders, maybe feeling in the back. Yin allows some of those areas to release that we might be holding on to. And gently coming back to neutral, bringing the arms back. Feel if there's any tension, or feel the release through the arms as you come back to your space. Coming back to the front of the chair, opening the heart, finding your space again. Notice if the heart changes in its beats. Notice if anything's become clear. Notice if you're still holding on to anything, and that's okay. You can do this practice as many times and as many places as you want to. Thank you for joining me in this practice today. I invite you to smash like on this video, as well as join our Abunditude channel so you can have access to our free videos on ways to manage your stress throughout the day and find time again to be yourselves. Thank you. Namaste.